What's up, guys? Welcome back to No Man's Sky, and oh my god, have I lost my damn mind. I went a little overboard. I found wire glitching, and it's completely consumed my life. It's 1:52 p.m. right now. I start playing at 6 a.m. and I've been doing things. Oh my god. Oh, this changes everything. Okay. This is gonna be, I don't know if I would call it a tutorial, but for those of you that don't know how to do this, I'm gonna show you how. I'm still learning. It takes forever. I am officially sick, by the way, so you're gonna hear me clearing my throat often. I apologize. Also, hope everyone's doing great. I'm sick, so I'm doing that. It is New Year's Day. I just can't even believe this. I just can't even believe this. Okay, look at it. It's so tiny and cute. And it's so big and burly. All right. Oh my god. And look, the floors. Oh my god. I'm never going back to work. All right, I don't even know where to begin. I just don't. Look at this. It's a baby biofuel reactor, a baby solar panel, baby battery, and a giant frickin' thing. What is this? The teleporter. It's just, oh my god. Okay. So, excuse me. Sorry, I am sick. So, okay, look at this. All right. Okay. So I have these here, right? Yeah. Big cables, the regular sized cables, and itty bitty cables. Super tiny cables. And that's how you do it all. That's how you make things bigger that can't be bigger, or smaller that can't be smaller. Anything that is not scalable, well, not everything, but some stuff that isn't scalable, you can scale by wire glitching. And it's freaking amazing. The platform, the foundations, that changes my build so much. Like, ignore all this. This is me dicking around, and then I ran into wire glitching, so everything went just kind of sideways. I do like this, though. Excuse me. This bar idea with the garage doors, or the power doors, they're not hooked up, so I can't shut them. But, you know, when the business is open, these open up. A little bit of protection, and you're sitting here, you have a view, so when there's a storm you can shut them and yada yada. Look at little miniature bar heaters. Oh no. Oh, my life has just ended. All right, so I did screw up over here. Actually, I didn't screw up over here. These tube things, I don't know the name of any of this stuff. The straight corridor, they're not the same size as the foundations. So when I made this, it's not centered. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna tear this out anyway. I don't like it. Now that I know that the cuboids are around and they look amazing, I'm gonna tear all the bottom stuff out. Not all of it. So all this will get torn out. All this will get torn out. And, well, it needs to be moved back by one corridor. So it's more or less centered. It won't be exactly, but it'll be better than what it is. I don't want this floating, and if I put pillars here, it's going to look weird with that not being a little bit more centered. Same with this one. It's all going to move towards the ocean by one corridor. So one short here and one extra over here. So it's just going to be shortened, or lengthened this direction by 1. And then I'm going to use the cuboids right here. Figure something else out. This, I don't like these. I don't know why. I just don't like them. So I'm sure most of you already know how to do this. But for those of you that don't, are we having another storm? What's with the water right now? For those of you that don't, I'll show you how to grow and shrink the wires. And then the reason I have 2 here is 1, for visual reference. But 2, once I have these down, I don't need to keep duplicating them by shrinking and grow or scaling up or down. I could just copy that, and that's how it works. I have screwed up and accidentally deleted it and had to redo it, and it sucks. It's so small. Okay, so to at least get that done, you got to go in here, get something that is scalable. I've been using this, but you can use anything that's scalable. So that's scalable. This is scalable. This is probably the easier one to use. It's just easier to see, in my opinion. So if you scale it down, you can still see it. Whereas the other one, it's just really super small when you scale it down. It's really hard to see. I mean, look at that. It does make me wonder, though. Does that mean the scale of these would be even smaller? I don't know. Those are pretty small and adorable to begin with, so I'm going to leave them alone. But I'm thinking this is probably the best way to go. So you get this, right? Then you hit Q, bring up the wire, drag the wire out. You're going to hit Q, shrink it all the way down, and this is where it gets frickin' kind of frustrating at times, because this, sometimes I got lucky, it happened on the first try. Other times it takes 10, 12, 15 tries, because you have to hit the buttons just right. So it's Q and left click at the same exact time. And it did not, oh, it did work. Okay, so now we have a small wire. So you got the small one, there's the regular one, and the big one, and we have now another small one. And it's the same thing with doing that. So instead of shrinking the item, you're gonna scale it up and then do the same thing. Q and left click at the same exact time. Now, I know, this is, my tutorials are, I wouldn't even call them a tutorial, they're just garbage. But it gives you an idea on how to do it. There's other YouTube videos out there that are far more detailed than I am. I'm too squirreled out to be doing that. But I'll show you the big wire just because. So come in here, grab the wall light, hit Q, drag it out. I effed up already. See, this is what happens. You get in a hurry. So delete that. Start over. Light, Q, which brings up the wire, toggle wire. So Q is that, and then toggle wire, Q. Drag it out, hit Q again, scale it up as big as you want. That's max right there, I think. Yep. And that's Q and left click at the same exact time. There it is. There's the big wire. Pretty frickin' amazing. Now, in order to get something big, this took me a long time to frickin' understand, and I still sometimes get lost and have to spend another hour trying to figure it out. So let's say you want, let's go with something ridiculous like, how about this thing? Because it's not scalable. You can't scale it up or down. Now you're going to hit Control and C at the same exact time. That puts it in like a memory cache. So Control and C at the same time. It should work because you'll be able to select things now. If it doesn't work, you won't be able to select things, and it'll say toggle wire up top if it worked right. So now we copy this. Copy. Drag it. And now it's Q and left click. This is PC, by the way. I don't know what controller inputs are, so it's just PC. In order to do it, you go Q and left click at the same exact time, and it should work. It did not work, so we got to do it again. There. It freaking worked. That thing is freaking giant now. Only downfall with this is it's not usable. It will not charge anything. It's purely aesthetic. So if you're looking for some form of industrial aesthetic look, this could probably do some form of some part in that, but it'll never work. It won't harness or produce electricity. It's just purely for aesthetics. Now the portal does. All right, let's get rid of this behemoth. We don't need that wire here. The portal does work. I haven't tried it shrinked or scaled down. I don't know if it works that way. The only problem is, as of right now, this is the only way I was able to hook it up. It's stupid. It looks dumb. You could probably cover this up with something. And just to prove it, I do have the auto electricity off. So we'll come in here, I'll remove this wire. No longer has power. Have a wire. And now it has power. Without this here, it will not hook up. You have to have something attached to it. And as of right now, this is the only thing that I found that worked. Especially when I was looking at YouTube. Also, this is the only thing that they had working for it. To get this to work is also equally a pain in the ass. So we're going to delete that. We'll delete the wire. So what we got to do is come in here, grab your rolled canvas, go into build mode. I'm going to toggle the wire. I should have not put this here because I got wire connections in here for this foundation, so it's wanting to snap onto everything. So we're going to hit Q and left click at the same time so we can get that rolled canvas on here. There's the canvas. And now you just go in, you grab your wire, and hook it up. And of course, it's not working. Why are you not working? Dude, I just had this thing working. There it is. Okay. So there's a weird spot. There's like a soft spot somewhere. Now, I don't know. Maybe you guys can experiment, try using different things. I didn't try a whole bunch of stuff. A few different things. Something that didn't look like that. I tried a couple of these. Just random stuff that I didn't think was going to be terrible. You know what? I didn't try this, and it would probably look a lot better. Let's try it. Why not? Also, what worries me, I'm not going to delete that. I'm just going to move it. Because I have noticed if I delete something that's attached to something, it deletes it. So we will delete that. We'll delete the wire. And let's try that canister, because I think that'll probably look way better. This thing? Yeah, might as well. Let's give it a shot. Is it enlargeable? Yeah, we can make it bigger. We can make it smaller. I don't know. Only one way to find out, right? Trial and error. So Q. Then we put this in here. Now we hit Q and left click at the same time. So that is on there. Now we come in here, grab our wire. Maybe this will work. I don't know. It would be nice if it did. That's not working there. Yeah, it may not work. I don't think it's going to. Okay, I put the rolled canvas back on there. There's a big storm and it was loud. But yeah, and it works. Just so you know, it does work. All right, now for the building part. This is going to make you pull your hair out. Just saying. So what we want to do is first make sure we're building in the right area. I'm going to take that, so we are right here. Build this out until it's centered over this. So that's our center. This is our main platform right here, our main foundation. And we're going to build out this way a little bit by one foundation, but not yet. What we need to do is get a power door. Place that. And now we can remove our primary foundation because the next 6 or maybe 7 foundations are all going to be utilizing wire glitching. Q and left click at the same time. Okay, there it is. Q and left click got me this wire. It's right in the center. What it does is it places the wire instead of the foundation. And then you connect it to the door. Don't delete that. Now what we need is a wire going over here. So we need to know the foundation. Can't use this wire because the foundations are going to place all wonky and weird. So I need to duplicate this and do another foundation right here. Actually, we could place one here. We need that foundation there anyway. And we're going to do the same thing. Wire glitch. Q and left click. There's our wire. And we're going to hook it to this foundation right here. There's that. Now we can delete the power door. And this is our wire. This is the main wire right here. Once you get to a certain point, you don't have to worry about it. Don't delete it. Leave it there. It's fine. So from this point on, we don't need this right here. So we can get rid of that. What we need is a foundation, 45 degrees either direction. So we're going to take this. We're going to place that here. But instead of placing this foundation, we're going to do the wire glitch. Q and left click. There's our wire. And then we're going to do the same action. Q and left click. That'll give us a foundation at a 45-degree angle. There it is. So now we have 2 foundations, 45 degrees adjacent to each other. So we can get rid of this angle, or this foundation. I should be in build mode, so we're going to do that from here on out. I'm an idiot for not using it half the time. It's a lot easier. But you can see how that's not even. It's because these are not the same length as these. So if I add one more, it should be pretty close. Anyway. So now we need to add the rest of our foundations. And in order to do that, we need to use triangle. It doesn't matter the orientation of the triangle. They get removed anyway. We're going to put one on the first foundation we did, and then another one on the second foundation. So now what we're going to do is do the wire glitch on all 4 sides of the 2 triangles. So there's our wire, and then we do Q and left click again. Q being toggle wire, left click being build. All right, there's that foundation on that plane right here. So now we have to do the same thing on this one. Make sure you get all sides of those 2 triangles, otherwise it's not going to work out. All right, now we got it. We have all of them set up. Everything looks even. You'll be able to tell easily because the spacing will not be right. So now we can take these out. Just leave that wire there. It's not going to hurt anything. And now we can build out to make it look like that. So you just take a foundation, start building. Just keep an eye on your spacing. You'll start seeing a pattern change if you've messed up somewhere. I have a feeling one of my foundations is not right. We're about to find out. Yep, it's right there. So somewhere I screwed up. Probably put one too many foundations. So I'm gonna have to delete it and start over. Okay, I finally got it. There was just one foundation that screwed everything up, but it looks fine. Some of these aren't going the right direction, so I might change that around. So I want them following the same direction. It's easy enough though once it's already placed. Just click it and rotate it. All right, now we go even further out. Just keep adding to it until you get to your desired size. Yeah, there it is. Looking pretty damn good. I do need to take this off, though, so I can get another shape in here. Wait, is that right? No, that should be good. That's good. Yeah, it's in there. There it is. That's wire glitching. This is probably the biggest pain in the ass. The start of it. But once you get it down, it's not so bad. And you can do a lot of stuff with this. So we could put... I don't know, let's go with the wood rail. I'm a big fan of these. I love the way they look. Just like that. I think you might be able to skip one every now and then. Let's find out. I don't know. I haven't built with this, so... I guess not. Yeah, it's going to clip like that. But you could build the circle even bigger, and it's going to be less clippy. But if I built it bigger, it's going to come straight into this. Actually, that probably wouldn't be half bad. I can always try it. I'll give it a shot, see what it looks like. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. It's a little close over here. It's kind of really, really narrow. I'll mess around with it, see which one I like more. I can't really extend it out more without starting over, which is unfortunate. I probably should have moved this further out. But it should be fine. Let's put some railings on, see what it looks like. Wire glitching foundations. I can't believe... Oh my god, this changes everything for me. I can get so much more creative. So this is the larger ring, or the larger circular foundation. This is the smaller one. I actually like the smaller one better. I like the way the wall's hooked up. I put a couple bench seats down here just for aesthetic reasons, just to see what it looks like. I never did move these, but none of this is going to be the way that you're seeing it now. This is just me testing everything, learning the wire glitch, and how to scale the unscalable. It's pretty frickin' bonkers, but it's going to look amazing. But I think we're going to end it here. I hope this video helped a little bit. I don't know, I guess it's a tutorial. This was just me showing you what I learned. All the wire glitching. It's a big game changer. So much is going to change. I just don't know what to do now. There's a whole world of experimenting and different designs and all that, and it's pretty overwhelming. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you guys. This is Wild Pop Gaming, and I will see you in the next one.